Hello everybody, my course is Environmental Pollution, that is BIO 3203. This course actually consists of two parts, that is the field-based study. That means I am taking you all to the field and then planning to give you some assignments, and in addition to that the theory part. And sometimes you will be able to go to the laboratory to see how these people are analyzing environmental pollutant. And when we move to the course, the evaluation is based on the continuous assessment, CAT exams and the final exam. Continuous assessment can be quizzes and some activities like designing the web post models likewise, and then the CAT exams. This is planning to have 2 CAT exams, this continuous assessment test. When we cover the theory part under the CAT exams, then you will be able to sit for the finals in the latter section of the course. And the course outcomes are the end of this lecture series. You will be able to explain the types of pollutant, study the sources of pollution and their effects, and then understand the methods used to control pollution. In addition to that, you will be able to analyze some issues related to the environmental pollution. And the course content, it consists of introduction, that is increase in population, production and consumption, then the air pollution, noise pollution, water, all these things, the causes, effects and the control methods we will be able to discuss. In addition to that, especially how the energy effect for the environment and what are the types of energy we will be able to utilize to minimize pollution, and then the economic and legal questions and the environmental actions. In this course especially, I just want to explain the definition of the pollution. So if I ask you a question, what is environmental pollution, you can say different answers. So when we look at the real answer, this is the contamination of the physical and biological components of the earth or atmosphere system to such an extent that normal environmental processes are adversely affected. Due to these changes, actually it is directly effect for the organisms. So that's why we are bothering about the environmental pollution. Especially when you look at the environmental pollution, the contaminants are important because the contaminants are giving the effect for the harm or discomfort to the human and other living organisms. Especially these pollutants can be naturally occurring substances or energies but are considered contaminant when in excess of natural levels. For an example, as you know, the carbon dioxide or the carbon monoxide, there are some levels, they are not harmful for the living organisms, but when it exceeds the levels, so then that levels can be effect for the living organisms. And also this is the addition of any substances or form of energy to the environment at a rate faster than the environment can accommodate it by dispersion, breakdown, recycling or storage in some harmless form. So when you look at the pictures, you can see here a large amount of discharges. It is very fast and then it is cannot accommodate by the environment, and then there are so many emissions. Especially these causing the habitat destruction, it is the chemical destruction rather than the more obvious physical destruction. Most of the time these pollution occurs in all the habitats, land, sea and freshwater, and in the atmosphere. It is interesting to note that the natural resources had been stored virtually untouched in the earth for millions of years. But since the start of the Industrial Revolution, vast amounts of these resources had been exploited within a period of just a couple of 100 years at unimaginable rates. with all the waste from the exploitation going straight into the environment, that is air and the water, land, and seriously damage its natural process. So environmental pollutants are constituent part of the pollution process. They are the actual excreting agents of environmental pollution. They come in gases, solid or liquid form. It is interesting to note that as of 1990, there were around 65,000 different chemicals in the marketplace, that is potential environmental pollutants that were to be released into air, water and land on a regular basis. Three general characteristics of environmental pollutants. First one is the pollutants don't recognize boundaries, that is they are transboundary. Many of them can't be degraded by living organisms and therefore stay in the exosphere for many years. And third one is they destroy biota and habitat. So that's why we call them the pollutant. So decomposition of pollutants can occur either biologically or physiochemically. Biological decomposition of environmental pollutants are actually important. So biodegradable pollutants are the ones that can be broken down and processed by living organisms, including organic waste products, phosphate and inorganic salts. Non-biodegradable pollutants are the ones that cannot be decomposed by living organisms and therefore persist in the ecosphere for extremely long period of time. So when we move to the different types of pollution, we can categorize based on the part of the environment which they affect or result which the particular pollution causes. Each of these types has its own distinctive causes and consequences. So therefore, majorly in this course, we are going to discuss the water pollution, air pollution, soil and land pollution, thermal pollution, radioactive pollution, noise pollution and the light pollution. I hope you will enjoy by attending this lecture series. We'll meet again with the air pollution. Thank you.